Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to this edition of the Weekly Energies. My name is Patricia Arrarás, and this is Fearless Eye Guidance. Now, this is going to be your reading for the week of the 22nd through the 28th, but really the messages that come through are timeless, and whenever you happen to catch this reading, there is definitely something here for you. So I hope that you are well. Let me know in the comments below how you're doing, if you are making the best of this energy with the new moon that we just had in Taurus. Did you set out some intentions to the universe? What is the general feeling? Okay, now I want to welcome you all to Gemini season. We start this new season of, the sun shifting into the sign of Gemini, and, we're still dealing with a lot of energy in Taurus right now, but the energy is definitely going to be felt as we go into Gemini. All the themes that are Gemini are going to be highlighted, which is the mind, the communication, expression, and, basically also the duality of the sign as well. Now, we had Mars move into Leo, so, that's going to be for fixed signs in particular. Is going to be maybe a time where we're going to feel, more energized, but also not necessarily triggered, but there's going to be this sense of, we could be pulled into the dramatics, okay? So I hope that you're all doing well. It's 1:11, so let's get this reading started with the themes. Let's see what we have for this week for all of us. This is a collective reading, so don't try to fit yourself into a story or anything like that. Just see how the messages resonate for you. Okay, so the first message coming through as we start the week is the message of stillness. And I feel like in stillness, a lot of answers come to us. Now, this speaks to us about having that time, carving out that time to sit still, have meditation, not necessarily isolate yourself, but pull yourself away from the everyday and really connect to, what your intuition is bringing up for you. Okay, this is, being in stillness is a really good time to quiet your mind and kind of observe just what, just what comes through. Okay. Now let's see what else. Now, when I was meditating before the reading, the card of truth was coming out, and that just lets me know that there could be a lot of emotions that we're not speaking about, a lot of repressed sort of things that we are not necessarily saying or talking about. Now, also with the card of truth, there could be a lot of this feeling like, you do want to express things, but you might not feel that it may be good for everybody else involved. Okay, so I know that you want me to pull a card for you. Let me just real quick, because I don't usually pull cards in a live reading for the collective, Okay, I have a lot of cards wanting to come out, but let me keep going with the themes for this week, okay? We can talk about that if you want. You can write to me directly, okay? All right, so for this week, for all of us, All right. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so we have the card of Crystal Spirits. And this is a card that has to do with the spiritual protection, okay? It has to do with our chakras, also like our chakra balancing or chakra healing, okay? Crystals are very healing for our energy, and any intention that we put into the crystals, you know, crystals have a very particular property in their different forms, okay? So this is really a great card that shows me that we've done a lot of healing and clearing in these last few days, okay? So it feels like you are protected, highly protected spiritually, that there's some sort of physical, mental, and emotional healing that is taking place. And let me tell you, if you feel like you've had, you know, these uncomfortable situations and these chaotic things that have brought out the worst in you or the people around you, these are the kind of like organized situations from the divine that come in to really be a catalyst for healing, okay? Whoa, okay, so new beginnings. Okay, so we just the new moon in Taurus, so it doesn't surprise me that the card of new beginnings show up, talking about rebirth. We're starting a new cycle of 6 months with this new moon, and you know, it also signifies the end of a tough cycle. So, you know, I'm really seeing that there is a lot of this guidance for us to like meditate and be in this place of gratitude for all that we've been through, the lessons that we've learned in the past 6 months, okay? And there is sort of this encouragement saying that even the things that are difficult and uncomfortable that happen are helping us to evolve and to keep moving forward, okay? So that's why we get these sort of chances to feel as if we're having a fresh start, to feel as if we can always like, you know, start over or you know, have that sense of renewal, okay? I'm gonna get one more. I love it that there's an end to a tough cycle showing up here, okay? With all the healing from the card of the Crystal Spirits as well. We got one more for forgiveness. Making peace with yourself and others. Okay, this is also the mending of relationships. This talks about being okay with things that, you know, are already done. This talks about being okay with the doors that close. And, you know, it really speaks beautifully on reconciliation. Okay, so this this feeling of renewal is very much the theme for this week, okay? And since we're shifting into Gemini season, and you know, I wanted to bring on this very beautiful deck, which is the Muse Tarot. So we have the card of death showing up in the reverse, the card of the Two of Cups as well. So this talks about a transformation in a close relationship, and also something that is not done with, something that we thought might have been over or dying or dead, but it's not the case, okay? There is a really beautiful bond and connection here that is showing this renewal or this transformation. I feel like some of you are closing chapters as well, with a sense of individual forgiveness, not necessarily seeking closure from somebody else. Now we have the Five of Swords coming through, which talks about conflicts that have been plaguing our minds, tension created by the sense of wanting to have the last word and sort of this power struggle with another. Okay, we also have the Magician, which talks about, harnessing our personal power and how we have everything in our hands to be able to shift a situation and transmute energy to our favor. Okay, so let's see. Let me get one more and let me get the overall energy for the week. But definitely a sense of renewal, feeling like you're back on top. I think we had the Magician last week. We had the Fool and the Magician, both. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles, beautiful card of independence, taking control of our lives, feeling abundant, feeling like you are in a good, stable phase in your life, feeling like you're good, like you are open to receiving abundance, you are doing things on your own. Codependent behaviors are transforming here also for the better. And then we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck with the Empress, lots of female energy. And look at that, the Justice and the Six of Cups. A lot of energy here with the shifts comes in the form of major arcanas, a lot of major cards in our reading. We have the Death card, we have the Magician, and now we have the High Priestess as the overall energy. And the High Priestess supports that message of stillness, supports the message of meditating, of connecting to our spiritual source. It also talks about that spiritual protection, okay, the healing that happens within us, with anybody, not anybody having to be a part of that or having to know about it, okay, because the High Priestess talks about, our connection to our intuition and our own guidance, and that doesn't have to do with anyone else but you, okay. It also talks about how there could be situations that are going on within that are very private, okay. And when the High Priestess shows up, it definitely talks about having that healthy boundary where you really allow yourself to heal something without having to, express it out to the world, okay. You are definitely doing the work, that there is this new cycle starting, the sense of a fresh start, of a rebirth, of reconciliation with forgiveness, okay. So that is definitely the vibe for this week. And the reason why I bring these messages is because I want you to know what is available to you and really be able to harness this energy and use it to your highest benefit, okay, for your greatest good, okay. So let me see what comes through with the Oracle. This is the wisdom of the Oracle cards for all of you who love the cards that I use, the decks that I use. We have the card of Message in a Bottle. So this is definitely supporting this reading. This week is just guiding us to really be in stillness and just see what the intuitive downloads that come through are for us. Okay, this is about receiving messages, connecting to spiritual source, and definitely something important wanting to come through for us through a message, a sign, some sort of omen. It could be anything. It could be repeating numbers. It could be, oh, you saw dragonflies. It could be something that has a sort of spiritual meaning to you that is undeniable, and you keep seeing these signs and they're bringing a message to you. So take a moment to really, open your eyes and really have that, that moment to observe what it is for you, because there is something trying to come through for you in a beautiful way without me having to be the messenger. Okay, this is something that I'm telling you, it's very individual. It's like doing it on your own. Now we also have this card of by the book, and it's the number 11, so that my eyes went right there for it. I feel like there is something opening up for you as you connect to what is right for you. Okay, so things, opportunities, situations, the right people, the right places, the right time, all of that is showing up as a message for you. When you do things that you feel that are right for you, not necessarily right for anybody else. And then we have the exchanging gifts, which talks about this, the beautiful flow between exchanging energy with others. Okay, and this could be you being of service to others, or basically just expressing your talents openly. I'm going to take a moment to read from the book because I want to go deeper into these last messages right here. So the message in the bottle is the number 15 card. Let me go to it really quickly. I'm not going to use my glasses, so just bear with me. With my little squinty eyes right here. We can do it. We can do this. Okay, so the number, okay, I skipped it. 13, 14, 15. Here we go. Okay, so the message in the bottle, the essential message of this card speaks on communications through signs, okay? Spontaneous oracles delivered innocently, unexpectedly, and just pointing the way for your highest good. So there's going to be like signs and synchronicities coming up for you that are going to be showing you the way, okay? And that's what I was getting with that card. Definitely, that's why we're being encouraged to really be still and keep our eyes open and pay attention, okay? Now, the by the book card is the number 11. And this card says that the essential meaning is that anything that is abiding by social norms or conformity, respecting cultural, family customs, and universal laws. And that really rings a bell right there, because I feel like this has to do so much more with, yes, abiding by what society says, but you knowing what your truth is and being able to stand on your own and say, these are my beliefs, and not really, it's not that you don't care about what society has to say that's by the book. I feel like you have been, so pushed in that direction that maybe you have forgotten really what it is that you wanted for yourself. And that's where I feel the Magician came in and the Nine of Pentacles came in, saying, you have everything that you need to, just shine your personal power and not have to go by anybody else's book but your own. It says the universal laws, definitely universal laws, okay? The law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of, compensation. And you have this card of exchanging gifts, which definitely talks about that exchange of energy, the law of reciprocity. It's universal laws are something that you should definitely look into and see how you can really appreciate the exchange that you have every day with people, with things, knowing the power of your word, knowing that you are attracting the energy of what you are. Okay, so let's see this card of exchanging gifts. It's the number 27. That's the number of my birthday. All right, so let's see, 27. It says, the law of giving and receiving currency, trade-off, weighing costs and determining value. And that is such a theme for this time that we just are embarking on this Taurus new moon, and Jupiter and being in Taurus, it has to do a lot with us examining what is valuable to us, okay, and what do we want to invest our energy, our love and efforts into. Okay, so it's really something for you to observe and really just contemplate. And that's why I love doing this work with you. I love coming on and giving you these energies, these channeled messages, because I want you to really ask yourself the questions. This is not about a particular guidance, but it's whatever you get from these messages that really serves you, okay, in the best way and for your highest good. All right, so with that, I am closing the reading. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in every week. Thank you for, always supporting the good work that I do. And all the links for services and private readings, coaching sessions, etc. are in my bio. So I love you guys. Take care. Share this with someone that will, really, these messages will really touch in a way, and just and keep supporting the channel. I love you all. Take care, and I send you fearless light and love as always. Have a wonderful week.